Yo, this is sick.
Yeah. What's
All
going
right,
on,
I'm just
guys?
saying, I haven't seen it
Welcome,
yet, so.
welcome to Double Tap. This is Mash Those Buttons podcast dedicated to the FGC. We are powered by Nerd Street
Man,
Gamers
this
out
is
here.
awesome.
Yes,
I'm excited.
yeah. We got don't adjust the hit the dial, adjust the TV set real quick. We have a new little we got a facelift, right? I kind of got a fade going on. I got a little cleanup, but we had to do the same for the show. So yeah, welcome. We are here. We're live out here at Local Host Arena in Philadelphia, PA, with the heart of our community, the FGC. If you are just tuning in, this is a podcast and a live stream dedicated to the FGC, the fighting game community. Everything and anything related to it. The new hotness, check. We got it over there.
Oof.
We got community, check. It's all around us. We got drama,
Uh,
check. It's right here at the bottom. Yes, we're good. Yeah. Oh no, not at the bottom. That's hype.
A
This
little
is
bit up.
there you go,
Yeah,
right here.
there you go.
Yeah, we got drama as well. I am your host. I am half of this show's talent, maybe like 35%. I'm Andres Crash Tag Mirandez, and with me, of course, my partner in crime, my number two, the cat I would pick on the assist in BB Tag, Jeremiah Mezabor. What's going on, homie?
Yo, man, everything is grand and awesome. Look,
Yes.
all I can say is,
We're
guys,
hype
if you-
this week.
I know you guys are listening on a podcast right now, but if you can see the layout, you need to see it. It's awesome. It's like I'm on ESPN right now.
Yeah, it's kind of esports. Like I'm not not 100% my style, but I like it. I dig it.
It's a little different, but I like it.
But welcome, guys. Welcome. We got a pretty good show going on this week. First of all, what would you do last night, man? I heard some talk around the water cooler.
So
You had some hypeness last night.
we had so obviously we do sessions in Philly and Langhorne, and what's really cool about it is we've kind of established a good amount of people who come out, about 10 to 15 people, some people from here, some people from our local area who can't make it out to here, and we give them a place that they can play, eat food. Our sessions are actually called dumpling sessions, surprisingly.
Like you got dumplings.
Yeah, that's all we kind of we're eating at first, but then obviously we venture off. But most of the time it's dumplings. But the cool thing is we have every game. We had obviously Under Night there last night. We had some Tekken, but we also did something new, which was a mystery game. So I picked a mystery game that nobody's ever played.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the one that I wanted, that I didn't even play, didn't work. But we went with something I was least familiar with, but it still sucked at. Didn't play it for 10 years. And then,
Okay.
yeah, I'm old, guys. So surprisingly, one of the newer guys who can't make it out here, he actually did really well. He won the tournament.
What was the game?
It was called Hinokakera. It is
Okay,
a
I have
doujin
absolutely
game.
no idea what the hell that
Completely
is.
weird doujin game. It's like a 2D fighter with 3D characters. I'll have to look. I'll send it to you.
Sounds like
It's
XRD.
Nah, man, they got some crazy shit in it. I'm not gonna lie. It's some weird stuff.
Okay.
I can't explain it.
Weird's the way to go for me. I dig it. So before we get into it, I wanted to give the quick plugs in. Make sure to follow us on our show's Twitter at DoubleTapFGC, and then follow Nursery Gamers at N3RDST Gamers on Twitter. You can check us out whenever we go live. They put a tweet out. We put a tweet out. I put it on my own personal one. You can see down here, but we'll do that plug in later. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. We got a new for the facelift as well. We got new segments. But they're old segments, but this is the patch segment. So we got names for our segments. So instead of game updates, we got Fighters Corner.
Oof, I like it.
I like it. Not bad. Whoever made that one up, good on you. Thank you. You're welcome. That was me.
I
did that.
Yeah. Look at this guy taking all the credit. Okay.
All right,
I like it.
So we're gonna get started real quick. So BB Tag has been the new hotness for a while. People, right now you can only do it offline. We're past now the beta phase. You can't play online. It was the 14th. They cut that off. So now what we have is a glorified demo. But it's fine. It's a demo that you can still play with people. We still got people over here with some setups, grinding it out, getting the tech on. But besides that, the beta on the Switch
Keep in mind,
has been the
you
hot.
You have to still have it pre-ordered if you want to use all the characters.
You
but
do.
If not,
You do.
you only have access to Ragna and Murakami. So that's
Correct,
And
correct.
secretly Jin if you do the tactics mode.
Really? I didn't
Tactics
know
mode
that.
is your best friend right now.
Okay, cool. So from the Switch beta, there's been some data mining that's going on. You know how we go. We when something's out there, someone's definitely gonna find it, especially if a developer decides to leave it behind. So we have unannounced Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle characters from the DLC. So we already have an idea of the DLC characters we're gonna be seeing, but now there's been some PNGs that have also been surfacing for certain characters that haven't been on it. Most notably, so from Blaze Blue, there is Izayu, Mai Natsume, and 9 the Phantom.
3 characters people really absolutely wanted. A lot of
Yeah.
people talked about Izaoe. She's very
yes.
strong in Blaze Blue.
Yes.
One of the strongest, if not, she's oppression and depression at the same time. So this is one of those characters that you're going to be excited to see in the game, but at the same time, you're not going to be too excited, especially with all the crazy cross-tag
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that's
She
going
she
on.
was definitely a problem. Oh, whoops. Actually, let me get back. She was definitely a problem. But I think because of that, she's also kind of like a favorite at the same time. You gotta take it, take it with a grain of salt. Literally, grain of salt. She was another, but I don't remember seeing her as often in like at the end, not end of Blaze Blue because it's still going on now,
Yeah.
but as much in the competitive scene. But she was like a popular character as well.
She is one of the newer characters. A lot of people don't really like her that much, but she is still really strong, but there's a lot stronger. That's why people do like her as a character, so they're playing her. But I think she's a really good addition because she kind of didn't fit, just like Jubei, didn't really fit the mold. So maybe it's going to fit more of this mold.
And then we have, like we said earlier, 9. She's another one. Super. From what I saw, from what I gathered watching her gameplay when she got dropped, because it was right before like the last patch, I think, is when she was out. Because I remember seeing her in Japan.
Well, she came out. She originally came out in Central Fiction, so she was
Okay.
the first one of the first characters to get released. And LK was playing her a lot, Lord Knight. So this was like his main character at first.
Oh, okay. I didn't know LK played her.
Oh yeah, man. He was really heavy into 9. But the thing is, 9's really difficult. I wonder if that difficulty is going to translate into Blaze Blue cross tag.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
difficulty.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she's going to become a big deal. Let me see. So those are just the Blaze Blue characters. Then we have from Persona, we got Akihiko. We have how do you
Labrys?
pronounce? Is it Labrys?
So is Labrys. Yeah.
Okay, so Akihiko, Labyrinth, and Mitsuru. Akihiko being the if he looks a little weird, he was the boxer.
Yeah.
He was the boxer in Persona 4. I think what was he? He was P3 is originally where he was from. Persona 3 is where he was originally from. He was kind of, I don't want to say he was like the Ryu of Persona 4. He was, I think he was very one-dimensional. I don't remember like in the high competitive scene, he wasn't really that complex.
Well, he could get there. Dasabro was someone who explored this character indefinitely. He pushed this character to the limits. Also, there was a few other players, mostly Japanese players. But he was strong. He was very, very strong. Not always highly picked compared to like Norakami and Chie, but definitely if you were coming across Akihiko and bracket, you're probably going to lose.
Okay, specialist. I dig it.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce her name again?
Labrys.
Labrys. Okay. I definitely remember seeing.
Yes.
I definitely remember that axe being swung pretty hard in P4. So what was her gameplay like really all about in the arena?
So before I switched to Mitsuru, that was actually the first character I picked up.
Okay.
She's very frame trappy. She's kind of very aggressive, all in, but it's all frame traps. So she's gonna fit really well into this game. Surprisingly, they put her instead of Shadow Labrys.
Yeah, I remember that version.
I think it was a good thing. I think it's a good thing because there's things that Labrys has that Shadow Labrys doesn't. And I think with Shadow Labrys, the fact that we kind of already have assist in the game, she would be a little too excessive with being able to put everything on the screen and you can't see it.
Gotcha. All right. And then another fan favorite, of course, Mitsuru.
Yes.
This version, that I think this is from P3. The version that we saw in P4, it was like she was older. She got the fur coat going and stuff like that. She got the rapier sword. She's very I remember LK playing her. I think he was like the Mitsuru of the East.
So he was the Mitsuru of the East.
Okay.
Or more like the West.
Okay. The West in America, East Coast in America, right?
But in East Coast in America.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Overall in America, he was the Mitsuru player.
Overall?
Yeah, he was the overall one in America. He definitely fought against a lot of the top Japanese players who played her too. That's where there's like 2 other top Japanese players.
I am not looking forward to seeing that 360 reversal.
I'm ready.
Like wake up.
This is all
like
I've been screaming for.
her whole body just becomes the hitbox.
All I'm saying is this is the character I've been looking forward to. I've talked with Flux about it. He's even dropping Weiss to put her on the team. We've extensively talked about this. We thought it was gonna be after Evo, but who knows?
Yeah, it's not sure. This is all, like I said, this is all what's been data mined so far. No confirmation 100%. I mean, if it's coming in there, it's probably it. We actually have one final list, which is now Under Night. So the boys from Under Night are going to be next. Let me make sure I get them all filled out here. So we got Merkava, Mika, and Yuzura. Yuzura?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're wrong because Jay's going to correct me later on that.
I'll figure it out.
But Merkawa, I just watched this character being played in Last Go for Broke in grand finals, or it was like winners finals.
He's
just like Gordo. Like this guy's reach is ridiculous. I have no. I'm not gonna say like, oh, he's in it. Like put me out, coach. But damn, this is gonna be. Imagine having both of those characters on the same team.
Yeah, this game is gonna
like,
be
oh, hey,
nutty.
bro, how hard is it for you to hit confirm that? Oh, not too hard. I just gotta know what monitor my opponent's on.
We learned real fast after this
No,
beta.
do you hear what I said? I didn't say where on the screen. I said what monitor.
Yeah, no.
That's
he's
how
gonna grab-
stupid some of these hitboxes are.
We don't play side by side, guys. Here we play head to head.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you're getting grabbed from the opposite monitor,
It's pretty much the truth.
yeah, like this character is gonna be a problem no matter what. Very strong at Under Night. They tried to tone him down, nerf him, but he still was just too much. So yeah, this is actually a great addition considering everybody has big limbs. Most characters in
His
the game.
assists are going to be so good.
He's going to be able to grab it
Full screen confirms for off his assist.
And I think if they do anything, his forward assist is probably going to be his projectile, which is a fireball that hits the ground.
He does have a projectile. Worms. Is he bringing the worms back?
Oh.
Yeah, right. All right. So then we got this one seems to be the source of controversy, at least here. Because one of our local players here is like, who the fuck is asking for Mika?
No one's asking for this character.
But why is she getting brought in?
I think they needed a new addition to the game, and this was the most – because there's not many grappler characters in the game. There's Tager. I don't consider Merkava a grappler. And then there's Waldstein.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's only two, really.
So she is a grappler.
So she is mostly a grappler, but she's like, I guess you could say half off, half on grappler. She can do grappler.
She's a half
steps.
measure.
Yeah.
Got it.
So she's like Alex.
That sucks.
Not a bad version, though.
Okay. Like, I
so
feel
she's
bad
going to have
for
a lot of pressure. She's going to have a lot of setups. She's going to have a lot of command grab.
And then she's going to have assists.
Yeah, so you just kind of have to deal with her at one point.
Okay, so Mika, and then, oh, my God.
This character is going to be perfect for this game. And the only reason why I say this is if you guys have played Under Night, you'll understand already.
Do you play her?
I used to in the beginning with LK, and then I stopped. LK continued, and then LK was like, "This is too hard."
Okay, I just want to make sure you weren't getting biased.
No.
This character's perfect. Did you main her? Yes.
This character I did play
why.
for an extensive amount of time. I felt she was difficult in Under Night.
Okay.
But with this game, very simplistic. I think she's gonna be like most characters.
Yeah,
transition.
1, 2. You know.
But I think
C button doesn't exist. Your
really
C button
doesn't.
is really like what
It's sweet.
2 B or
2C.
whatever.
That's all you need,
2C.
2C. Sweet. But she's actually gonna be really good. She's gonna be able to about 3/4 of the screen. Be able to probably hit somebody. So that's really going to be big for the way this game plays. And I think she's going to be able to tag random limbs. Good character.
You see how long the sword is? Of course she'll be able to do that.
She's a Sephiroth of the game.
All right, cool. So of the last ones, I think actually, yeah. So these have all been filed in just the files. Past this, there's no character or any kind of portrait or anything like that. This is just coming off the file names. They've been grouped together in the characters, so they kind of like, we normally say take it with a grain of salt, but the fact that this is actually in the system files is already kind of a big giveaway. There is no kind of saying as to when they're going to drop. Not really. I can't remember, but I don't think there's even a schedule for all the DLC.
There isn't. I know like characters like Batista and stuff, they announced, but they didn't say much.
Got
They
it.
didn't say when they were releasing.
Okay, so yeah, so besides that, not much else is going on there. But but the cool thing about it is we get more characters. It's already being well received. I know people are already dying for the DLC. The fact that now we have, I don't know if this is season 2 or they're just gonna be like, oh, by the way, surprise.
Oh, like Mitsuru and all of them.
Yeah,
That's probably gonna be season 2, in my opinion. Because
makes
I mean,
sense.
there hasn't been much talk about anything past the first set of characters.
So besides that, we've got on BB Tag when it comes to it, we've got some tech to show. Touch of Death, Makoto, Gordo setups, of course, are also being shown. Actually, let me set that back. So Gordo, anywhere on the screen, I get my entire setup. I can just complete. Now that is the normal mechanic, right? You can actually tag in between, or is that new joint that I'm hearing about?
So,
that's basically the life stone.
So yeah, this is like a mixture of the life stone.
Okay.
Basically, you're using your meter. So after calling one assist, or even if you don't call an assist, you can do it. It's pretty much like doing partner and assist when your assist is out, and then it starts draining the meter, and then you can combo with them both at the same time.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
So there's really good utilization of that. A lot of people are getting used to it because they went to the tactics mode, which is their tutorial mode. And they started playing around with that because people can regen and stuff like that.
Got it. And now the other thing that we're seeing here is this is Weiss. Or Weiss, whatever you want to say, with her setup. So basically, like, this is just all random tech. There's plenty more things out there. Oh, man, we actually won't even be able to check that out. Well, you know what? Well, yes, we will. Yeah. Yes, we got it right there. So Weiss, you know, like I said, we've got, like, a lot of tech that's just going on out there. So we're just kind of, like, picking and choosing a couple of pieces that we're liking. As you can see, like, you know, with her jump in, like, it was on one side, but then, like, right here, we're actually seeing just a cross up there into assist. So that was, like, a deep cross up, but it doesn't look like it. Which is pretty nasty, and that's just leading to some resets, to then another cross-up, so it's a one reset. It's not a true one-touch of death. It is a reset 50-50, it looks like, but I don't know the specifics on as to, like, can you actually block it, or is it super ambiguous?
You can block it. The thing is, it's probably one of those, like, up-down blocks, kind of like how back in Injustice 1 with Doomsday, where it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Oh, my goodness. Are those in here? Like, block high to low? Yeah.
Not with one specific character, but with two characters, they're finding out you're gonna have to start doing that. But something big about this this mix-up, real quick, just to give you guys some little insight, because that was the character I played, all beta. When she does the Black Rune, what happens is she gets access to 3 new moves. And with that being said, you can see here he's gonna use the up and pretty much 8B, which is up B, and that puts him to do the little dash down afterwards. But that right there is his up A, and it automatically, if you're in the corner, it puts Weiss into the corner. So it takes you, it's an overhead and moves you out of the corner.
So, okay. So with the assist call there, makes it like, what are you gonna block, or what do you have to block first?
Exactly. So if people start getting used to what I was doing, at least, was I do sweep while having Black Rune out. I do the overhead, the cross up, and it put me in a corner, and I just go low. And then people have to respect that, because when they wake up, they don't know what they're gonna get into, whether they're gonna get overhead or not. So
gotcha.
There's a lot of grimy stuff in this game, and I definitely think that was actually one of the grimiest.
One of the grimiest. One of the grimier of things. So, yeah, actually, so besides that, there's nothing else when it comes to BB tags. So it's just a lot of tech that's been floating around. Yeah. This is still just beta. The funny thing is, I don't think they announced it, but I don't know if anything from beta is not going to make it to end result. I can imagine. It's like too close, though. It's too close. It's the end of the month.
There is a glitch currently. There's a glitch.
Oh, okay, yes.
So
there's that one.
It's where you can force your assist after calling them at some certain weird glitch where you force your assist out and it doesn't take meter and they just stay out, and you fight. And
then you can control them. Both,
yeah,
right.
You control them. Everything. Yeah.
So Lifestone, we've gone the way of Marvel.
Definitely Lifestone. I'm afraid.
I would be.
So
some of the stuff I saw. I can't imagine that staying in. To the very, it
can't stay.
So I'm expecting a day one patch. So at the moment right now, we still get to enjoy the offline beta if you have it, if you actually pre-ordered it, till June 5th. June 5th is the release here in America. May 31st is when it goes out to the wild into Japan first. So either get yourself a pre-order now, or you can get yourself a nice 5-day pass if you have a Japanese account or something like that.
Real quick, I'm just gonna state this. It looks really good on the Switch, and it actually plays very effectively.
Okay.
I just want you guys to know that it does play very well on the Switch.
Cool. I dig it. I mean, it's just 2D sprites. I mean, they're high res and all that, but I mean, if the Switch couldn't do this, there's like no hope for it.
I mean, with all the other games that's coming out that people are releasing,
yeah.
But still, online was good. Online was actually
good. So besides that, like, funny enough, on our Fighters Corner, I actually remember this time, Tekken's been kind of on the DL. So has Injustice 2, but it's because Injustice 2 right now, I think they have a circuit still going on. They have some online qualifiers
They've
going on.
They've kind of been dropping hints to Mortal Kombat 11.
That could have been a random, but you know what? Let's might as well do that. It wasn't in the randoms. It wasn't, but I did see it. Sure. I just forgot. So Ed Boon, being the troll that he is, the troll developer, someone asked him, it'd be cool if we got a Fighters Pack 4. Ed Boon for E3. Ed Boon responds with, you know what else would be cool, but with the K. Because he's edgy like that. That's it. Like, there was no actual answer. So, MK11? Maybe.
I mean, you know what?
Is it about that time? Like, is it like the NetherRealm's 2 years? Like, okay, time for the new hypeness for the game to die within a year? Yeah, it's about.
I wouldn't let it cross our minds because we've seen Ed Boon do stuff like this before. And Yeah, we were right. He does. It does come out like that. So I can expect to see him maybe possibly, maybe within a year. Within a year.
MK11.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's been
Like
making a circuit.
I remember I saw a like Tanya model, like a brand new like model Tanya somewhere out in the wild, but I don't know if that was just like fan art or
I thought
because we've had this happen before where we had like Black Canary, like the concept art and her design for Injustice 2 out like a year or so before the announcement even happened, before we even knew that she was in it. So it wouldn't be surprised if it happened again.
I thought they just had a skin with Katana and she was dressed up as like some Shinobi character or something like that. They were testing some stuff out. It was more like a fan thing, but it was from the company itself. I swear
don't know.
it was. I'll have to find it.
Yeah, I think I was just scouring.
It was really
the net.
interesting.
So with that, KOF, no new trailer. So we don't know the last 5 characters yet, or last 4, excuse me. Was it 4 or 5? I think it was. I want to say 4 because I think it's like just 2 more trailers. So 2 people per trailer. So yeah. September 7th release still for the PS4 and Switch. Nothing new has come out of that. DB Fighters. In terms of news, okay, no, this was last minute. So there was a tweet that went out by Bandai Namco with what is it? I think it was like a character select screen. I'm going to see if I can look it up here while I actually tell you guys about it. But it's a character select screen, and it has like
extra characters?
Not an actual character, but it has okay, so yeah, actually I have it right here. So it's an actual like screenshot of the title screen, but if you look at there's like a date attached to it, and people have been going like, well, we're trying to figure out what these numbers mean, because remember what we have left is Vegito and Fused. Was it Zamasu?
Fused Zamasu, yeah.
Right. Instantly already cracked. You let it go on the internet, already got figured out. So 0926 is season 9, episode 26 was the first episode Vegito showed up in. 0628 release date June 28th, which coincides with the leaks that we've had before, where they're saying they're going to release.
That's cryptic as hell.
It seemed cryptic, but then like someone figured it out on Twitter.
Sense.
Like it does. Like 0926 is the episode where Vegito first was dropped in Super, was when he came out, and then 06. Wait a minute, I forget 80. I forget what that meant though. No 68. No, 268. Sorry. 09 episode 268 is the episode Vegito got dropped.
Okay.
Is Super really at 268 episodes?
Super?
Yeah. It's in a lot. I'd believe it.
Anyway,
that's what I heard. That's what
Super had 100 and something. Unless they're counting. I'm gonna say
this has apparently been the word. Like that's the confirmation that
definitely didn't have 200 episodes.
Okay, then we're going to have to double check that. But the 0628 lines up with June 28th being a release date for them, which, if we're supposed to have the rest of the DLC by July or August in the summer, then, yeah, it gives us the last 2 characters afterwards.
My only problem with this is, are these characters going to be viable for EVO?
For EVO, are they going to allow them?
Right around the corner. It's 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Is a week enough time? Is a month what it's supposed to be? I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know if they make characters legal anymore, because I know like between a week or 2 or a month, because I know NRS is a month, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Arxis could do whatever they want.
They could.
Say whatever.
They got 3 of their games up on there, so they can do what they want. But yeah, so besides that, not much else when it came to fighters or to the other ones. We're actually gonna go right into Dissidia. So Final Fantasy is alive.
Ooh,
it still lives. So we got a trailer. Actually, we got a new character that's been released.
So, I don't know a ton about Final Fantasy VI and Locke as a character, but he looks really cool. I like the concept of what they've been doing with him. I like that he has, as you said earlier, a steel mechanic.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
Yeah, so those are fans of Final Fantasy VI. Terra and Kefka are not going to be the only characters you're going to deal with. So Locke being the bandit character from that game, if you're old school, or Final Fantasy III if you got it for the Super Nintendo in the United States. He's been announced. This just came out, I think, a day or so ago. They had a stream as well where they just kind of broke down like more of his movesets. It was all in Japanese, so granted, if you could find a translation. I happened to just find a couple of people online, some content creators that happened to be able to translate some of it and got the gist of it. His main thing, like you just said, Meza, is he has a steel mechanic that when like that's like the central part of him, which for one, I like that they did that because, the more you can encompass what the character is or who that character is, like identity-wise into their gameplay, it like it'll make a fan of that character really want to play that character. So you're already giving your, that new character a base of people that will make them popular. And maybe, if it's DLC, a little extra money in your pocket because they're going to buy it. But B, can create some unique just overall mechanics. So like I said, he has a steal mechanic where he actually grabs you, and you can even see like he gets the pouch, and he's like, here the chump change. He's like, chick, I got it. Run it, son. Run that gill.
So I'm curious if he gets the move automatically though.
That's the thing. I'm not 100% sure. So he gets a variety of different moves depending on how I don't know how many, or rather it's how you use it. Because then you actually have to activate it. If you look at certain points in the trailer, if you ever watch it, it's actually on their official YouTube page. He uses it, but depending on what color it is, he gets a different ability. Like the red one's going to give him, I think, either more damage or gives him combo extensions.
Oh, like that?
I don't know if
That's
that.
crazy.
I don't know if that was one. Like he has meteors coming down. Another one is a combo extender. I know that for a fact. Elemental ones. If you see in the trailer where he's throwing ice, fire, and thunder, that's another ability he has from the actual stealing mechanic. But with that, right? He has a whole lot. Unfortunately, from what I understood in the stream, he has only 6 attacks. Like normally in the city, depending on the direction you press, you have a different move. It isn't. Is it like all 6? Well, he has a total of 6. I think 8 is the standard. He only has 6. He's missing a bravery move, and I think he's missing 1 HP move, or
so
something like that.
Maybe that comes from like an extension from the possibly the thief moves.
That's why they couldn't if they gave him. I feel like maybe they were like, we need to just keep this character in check because already introducing a mechanic like that is very powerful.
He looks like an assassin.
He is a speed character, so I'm assuming that's what they rated speed. I'm assuming they're going to go for assassin. Quick, supposed to get behind the lines and just deal damage real fast. If you saw in the actual trailer as well, all his moves very, very fast. So, they kind of I feel like they, just kept them in check because of it, because they didn't just want to give him like the base of everything and then this very unique mechanic that's only unique to him. Like no one else has a mechanic like this. Like, do they have their own unique ones? Yes, but not like a thievery, depending on what I'm grabbing from you. Like, Squall kind of has it. It's like his draw ability, but even then, it's like he gets, I think, a passive ability from it. Nothing that extends his combat drastically like this, because depending on how you use it, you can zone more. You can go for more combo. You can, have maybe that meteor is an actual HP attack. You only get it from that. Like,
it's like the mechanic that Lightning and a few other characters have, where they can.
Vaughn has like a different HP that he can swap in between. Yeah,
and like with Lightning, she can swap into either being a
Ravager or Commando. I think are the 2 moves, like melee based or magic based.
Which she can do other things, send out projectiles.
So the trailer doesn't show an actual date. It says out now. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be for the game. I don't know if this is gonna hit arcades first, before it hits the consoles.
It was already. So I did see there was already play. And I think that the play dated back before us getting it, or if we did receive it already. I believe it's already been out in the arcade. Because knowing them, they usually get first dibs.
Yeah.
So I think it's been out. It's just been talked about, but not much. You know how it is, secretive over there. So I think that
it's not even secret. It's like you're not even allowed phones in these arcades half the time. Damn, like they will check you. Like the employees there will look at you funny. You can tell I took a phone out. They'll look at you funny and they'll ask you
what
not
if my buddy
to.
just texted me. He's like, "Yo, bro, we gotta go to
Yeah, man. Could be life and death, man. This could be a Tinder date. Come on.
So wait, I don't know if you remember back to our episode maybe 3 or 4 in the randoms of the FGC when a dude got stabbed for playing KOF.
That was KOF 97. I think that was China.
That was China. Okay, never mind.
I think they were pretty raw about their KOF then. My man got stabbed.
I was gonna say, man, who's gonna pull out the phone and be like?
I cannot believe you remember that. That was an old article. And when I got it, I was like, should I really put this on? I was like. I think Meza was one put it on.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
dude got stabbed over that. So hopefully, I'm not trying to get stabbed for putting my phone out over in Japan. Man. But yeah, Lock Cole, hopefully out in arcades. Hopefully we'll hear soon as to when he's going to be released here. So next we got Guilty Gear, man. So Guilty has, we alluded to it earlier. They wanted to have a release on the Switch. They were bringing out the original Guilty Gear, and now it's actually gone live. So Guilty Gear is live. Does it still look good? I mean, you can be the judge of that. I'm a fan of Guilty. I remember when I first saw it, I was kind of like blown away by the looks, kind of like how I am now. It's just like, the detail. I mean, ArcSys has been able to take that ability and make Dragon Ball FighterZ look like straight anime, like straight from the anime is what you're playing, right?
Yeah.
So we're going right to the progenitor, to the beginning of that. So Guilty Gear has been dropped on the Switch, on the PC again, and I think on the PS4. Those are the 3 platforms.
It's weird.
It's odd to see because, like,
I've never seen that. So, like
you've never played Guilty
I've never
Gear.
played Guilty Gear 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it blows my mind because it looks like a game I would want to play.
It still looks solid today.
What the hell?
Yeah, that was the destroy. These are all the actual
okay, all right. I was confused for a second. I was like, "Yo, where's that damage coming from?"
Yeah. It's my bad. I should have
It's like,
disclaimed
yo, that's
that.
crazy. That's OD.
But yeah,
right?
it still looks good. Like, it's crazy to still see. I mean, like, Axel doesn't. His stance is not what that was. All right.
I know
like,
he looked so different. He looked more brolic back then.
He's definitely more raw. He's definitely more like angry. He's like hella more chill now in his regular stance. You just see the evolution, which is really, really dope.
And it follows probably the story too, because if you think about it, their stories are always accurate and they're connected in some one.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. You can follow a timeline between the two. So, yeah. GG, PlayStation 1. God, throwback days, man. Like,
it looks interesting though. That I don't think the last time I seen a game like this was like Garo and Mark of the Wolves that did an HD remake.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously VSAV, they always do their remakes or whatnot like 30 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
But this, I've never seen Guilty Gear 1, and I think it's going to be a really good addition.
You haven't seen this guy before, have you?
No. Oh no, I've seen him. I always forget his name.
Cliff.
But because I was
Cliff.
like Justice.
Literally, the name is there.
Cliff.
It's Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff. Right? I've played him in so I played like Axe and Core. And previous, X2 Reloaded stuff like
Core,
that.
Axe
So I
and
know
Core
about
plus
them.
R.
Yeah. So, but no, I just think it's really cool. I'm kind of glad to see it. Maybe I'm going to pick it up for the Switch, because the Switch has just been doing really well for fighting games.
Yeah. Does Bald Head look familiar?
No. Oh, wait. Is that who I think it is? Is that Faust? Bro, they actually named him Bald Head before?
The fact
what
that he doesn't have a mask either. Oh, goodness.
I need to know the story behind this now. I'm going to have to
go check it out. So, yeah. So, Guilty Gear on PlayStation 1. So, we're going to move right along. We got, let me see, what is it we have next? Oh, so your favorite game, Blade Strangers, decided to come through. The tradition continues. We like to show up on I almost said Tuesdays. We used to record on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We like to show up on Wednesdays with the hotness, fresh off the boat, out the kitchen. And, of course, the next day something comes up.
I feel like they switch it on us every time. They're like, oh, yeah, they're getting good
we
at this.
We have been through 3 different release times.
I think we went
3 for all my
Thursday to
European
Monday.
cats. Yeah, Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And every time we've had to, we've sent out an episode, like, the next day. Doesn't matter what date. The next day, like, something that we would have covered shows up.
It's kind of nerve-wracking. But, hey, nonetheless, guys, Blade Strangers now has Shovel Knight. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen since last week. And I think it's pretty cool because he looks nothing like little man Shovel Knight. He looks like grown
my man looks like
Shovel Knight.
8 foot, 6 foot, 3'2" is what he looks like right
that's
now.
a grown-ass man.
That is Shovel Man. Straight Mega Man villain.
But he looks really cool. Like, he has some significant moves that you may see
ripped
from
right out the
previous
game. Yeah, you see him like he actually digs. His
range is pretty short, like in
yeah,
the game.
solid.
But it's Shovel.
I
I
like the color palettes. Is paying homage
yeah.
to the other bosses you play. If you haven't played Shovel Knight at all, the actual platform game, I suggest you do. It's actually a really good game.
Yeah.
Speedrunners love it because it's just the mechanics in it are just godlike. Overall, it's a great game, just to begin with. So the fact that they're putting out the indies, like Binding of Isaac was on here. We covered that. So Shovel Knight has kind of like cemented itself in the indie, not even just indie, like it was just an overall great game, just like a good game to play. So it kind of transcends that, and it's cool that they're giving it some love here and actually bring it into the into Blade Masters.
I feel like Blade Strangers did the right
Blade
thing.
Strangers, sorry. Why did I say Blade Masters?
I feel like Blade Strangers picked them up at a good time because they were supposed to originally be a Smash character. Shovel Knight is supposed to be a Smash character.
Yes.
And it never just happened. And maybe he was supposed to be in the new Switch version. And guess what? Blade Strangers just got to him first. And I think that's a big thing for Blade Strangers because the appeal for this character is so big, it's going to draw in more people. And it's a fighting game aspect, which is interesting.
Because now you're pulling from that fan base. That is huge. That even a regular gamer is just like, oh, yeah, Shovel Knight. I know who that is.
Man, I can't tell you how many people are like, yo, I can't wait to play Shovel Knight. And they're telling me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're telling me. Tell the company. But it's cool nonetheless to see that they want to invest their time into this game. And that they're going to end up picking up because of Shovel Knight and maybe seeing some other characters they might like.
Yep. So you can actually check out on the Nin Everything on YouTube. You can check out the gameplay they have. They just have like it was. I'm not sure where it was that they did show it, but they just had a whole exhibition gameplay of Shovel Knight just for like I think
if you guys
15,
want,
20 minutes, something like that.
You can always go to the Nicholas, I think that's how it's said, Nicholas Twitter, and they usually put everything up there too. But obviously, they did not stop there. They released another character yet. Noko
Shocker. Release these characters as soon as these cats get done.
Yeah, dude, nonstop. Noko is also from, as you can see, Kawase's world, Umihara, which is a game where she's basically running around, stringing, climbing. It's a platformer.
Time cop. She's a time cop.
Yeah.
That's her official duty anyway. So, yeah, making it to Blaze Strangers coming summer 2018. Not, kind of like the previous trailers we've shown, just a quick 30 seconds or so. And, yeah, that's it on that one. Yeah. Blaze Strangers looking like fun, honestly. I'm going to enjoy picking it up. I'm going to definitely play it.
I know a lot of people who are willing to pick it up that are top players in other games, and they're just like, oh, it looks kind of weird but fun. Like, I want to try it out. So I think it's definitely something that's going to happen.
So not to stay in the what is it? The subject of old school stuff. Yeah. So you might have heard that the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter is coming up, and with that, there's that that version that's coming out. I think at the end of this month, and with that, the tournament series has also been announced, which is pretty sick. So you're going to be able to compete in several different classic Street Fighter games at actual tournaments. I don't know if there's going to be like how they did at Capcom Cup or. Was it Yeah, it was like the very early Capcom Cup where they also even had like a Street Fighter 2 Turbo like champion for that. This one is, 7K prize pool per event, and it's between Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Third Strike, and Alpha 3 Max. Or is it just Alpha 3? Okay, yeah, it's just Alpha 3. Max, I think, is the PSP version.
Unfortunately, Max would have been nice because Ingrid's in it, but nonetheless.
Yes.
This is a very weird thing to do. I've never seen any company pull any of their original games in an anniversary and say, guys, we're going to also throw tournaments.
Yeah, because for one, like I'm assuming Third Strike is the latest build that we kind of get on the, like when they did Third Strike and actually released it, it was a pretty big thing because you weren't able to get Third Strike unless you had the anniversary collection from like Xbox One, the original Xbox One or PlayStation.
The 25th anniversary, I think that was?
Yes. But, like, remember when Third Strike, like, first got brought back and they thought you were able to play online again, and they kind of revitalized that. So Capcom has always been supporting that because these are classic games. Like, there's no reason not to support it. With 30th anniversary coming out, why not throw a circuit? Because there are people that still definitely play Street Fighter 2, definitely still play Alpha 3. You can go to South Street right now at Atomic Comics, if it's still there. I don't know if it's still called Atomic Comics. It might be something else. But they had an original Alpha 3 machine that's still working order. People still come out and just put up a quarter to actually like compete. Like when we're talking playing the cheap stuff, Dalsim, Vism or whatever, like all those. And Third Strike is we just had what was the cup?
The one in Japan?
Yeah,
Keiva?
Huh?
I know we had Keivo. Keivo just happened.
Yes, Keivo just happened as well. So Third Strike, these are all games that are definitely still supported in some way, shape, or form. So you can actually still go out, and if you're still playing these games and have mad love for it, don't care about the new stuff, don't care about no V trigger, V reversal, none of that shit. You can go out to any of these events. CEO is holding the Grandmasters Challenge for Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Dramatic Battle, I guess that's what they're calling it for. Well, Dramatic Battle used to be a mode in
I remember.
Alpha 3 where you can fight Bison as like Ryu and Ken or whoever, really. You can 2-on-1. Basically, you were jumping somebody. Yeah. You were jumping somebody. And if you look at some of the combo videos, you could do like, if you did, what is it, Gen? Is it, how do I say it? Gen and Chun-Li, they both have the lightning strikes. If you get them on both sides, you get to like the 99 counter real quick. And the frame rate just drops because the frame's just like, the game's like, what are you?
Stop. We implemented this, but we didn't think you'd actually do it.
Yeah. So you can get that at SCR. That's going to be later in September. And then Third Strike's The Fight for the Future will be in Canada Cup. I should really tell Kyle about that. I'm pretty sure Kyle qualified for Canada Cup. So.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't know. He might get mopped in Third Strike, though.
I mean, he's still pretty good in Third Strike.
Japan doesn't play on Third Strike,
but he's still pretty good in Third Strike.
I went out to Japan, and I'm talking there were guys in suits. Like, this was like 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, guys in suits with their ties down.
Was it like
top 16 easy? Any of them could be top 16 America. They were like, hey, come play. Me and Static Gorilla were there, and we're like, nah, like, man, I'm going to stay right here.
You notice how they're like, they try to
I feel like this is a setup.
They bait you in just to take you in.
I felt like it was a setup. I was like, I don't like this. I'm pretty sure it's being streamed. I don't like this. We got to go.
They're like, oh, Americans here. We're gonna put them on stream first.
They were ready to
That's
put
what
us
happens,
on blast, man. So
That's what
yeah,
happens.
so shout outs to 30th anniversary, and like I said, besides that, this actually just happened like earlier today. It got announced. So Combo Breaker is
This weekend,
25th.
the 25th. Yeah.
Is that this weekend? No, that's the following weekend. Because it's the
you're right.
it's the following weekend. So
Man, time is just fading into each other.
25th is going to have a Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection. It's not out yet, so that's why this is an exhibition. We're going to have some of the old school heads, the legends themselves. I don't know if you can see. There you go. We'll put them right there. Echo Foxes. I almost said Josh Wong. Wow.
You were about to.
Shout outs to Josh
Wouldn't
Wong.
that be dope?
Shout outs to Josh, wherever he is, the samurai. Justin Wong, the other Wong. Alex Valle, Ricky Ortiz, and of course Daigo Umehara for some good old school play. If you don't remember, Daigo being there's no explaining like these two, Daigo and Alex. It'd be so cool to see them play Alpha 3 again. I think they have before, but to see them do it again, because infamous video of Alex going out to Japan and fighting Daigo during the Alpha 3 days, and
You know what would have been dope? If they did like a team lineup of players that like were in history of like every moment fighting each other over again. Like, could you imagine?
Some of those cats, man, they left the scene and they were like, not in bad terms, but they were just like, time to grow up and all.
True.
But of course, Justin and Ricky also just being in the game for so long. Ricky also very prevalent in things like CVS2,
And she just
Third
did
Strikes, Chun-Li's, just disgusting.
surprisingly, she just came back and did really well at Texas Showdown. She actually beat Snake Eyes, and I believe that was in
In
winners.
Turbo?
No, dude, in Street Fighter 5, which is really.
We're not talking about
but I'm just
5,
saying,
bro.
like,
Do you not see
for somebody who's
30th anniversary? Do you not see? Oh, they can't. But
I'm
do
about
you
to
not
link
see
it.
that?
I'm about to link it.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh,
For someone
okay.
who's been out of it for about almost a year to come back and do that,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see what she actually does in the games that she hasn't been practicing for a long time, because I don't know, those other guys seem like they've been practicing nonstop. So like Daigo, I think he still plays all those games for fun with all the Japanese players. So Alex Valle, yeah.
Alex, it's gonna. I'm just.
There's no way you
I can't wait to see that exhibition. It's gonna be right there. So with that, actually, that's gonna finish up. We are KO'd on the Fighters Corner. You like that? That's a nice little segue right there. Made that up on the spot. It was terrible.
All right,
Anyway,
I'll take it.
Randoms of the FGC is next. So this is when we're talking about, what's going on in the water cooler, who's talking what, who's getting picked up, who's getting dropped, and apparently who's doing collabs, because we got a pretty weird one right here. I know you can already see it on the screen here, but we'll get to that. But real quick, random. Technically, this is a random because it doesn't update anything really, but Fighting EX Layer is right around the corner. And with that, we got some more gameplay that got brought out on Arika's actual like official YouTube channel. We got to see Shadow Geist. You get to see some of the other like characters you don't really see a whole lot of. But it's 12 minutes of flex goodness. I mean, not much to really complain about there. What is it? Sanane? I think it's her name. You get to see a lot of her weapon skills. Kind of how she's strutting her. I guess you can say it's a lance. I don't know.
Oh, it would be
what it's called.
Nodochi. I can never.
See, I'm not
it.
as cultured. This is Mr. Worldwide over here.
At least that's
what
what I think it would be, because that's after playing Bushido Blade for so long. That's what I would think it
Bushido
is based off of,
Blade.
and it looks like it.
Yikes.
But it looks like a hockey stick.
So Doctrine Dark was another one we get to see a lot of gameplay. I'm mad. I didn't get to see. I went through it, and I'm pretty sure I didn't get to see a lot of Blair play, which is who I was waiting to see. There was some gameplay, and people are telling right now, Blair. Not Blair. Blake.
Blake.
Is it Blake?
Blake.
No, but Blake is from Ruby. I thought Blair.
Blair. Maybe it's Blair. Maybe it is Blair.
It's
probably Blair.
It's
guys.
probably Blair, actually. I'll check my sources later. I got like BB tag on my head as well. We get to see some Hokuto Kairi fight as well. So it's just 12 minutes of just seeing some high play, high stakes play. I'm looking forward to actually getting the game, man. Like we're getting that much closer to it. But yeah, so 12 minutes. Go check it out on Arika's YouTube channel. And that's going on Flex. I think. Let me see. Besides that, no, nothing else going on. I think we have
pretty cool, though,
what's the release date on it for Fighting EX?
I don't think they. I thought we said they didn't have one, or was it after Evo or before Evo, right?
It's gonna be before Evo. I
Okay.
think it's supposed to be. I thought it was
Because
the end
they're
of
going to
this month.
showcase it at Evo again. So I think they were planning on it, but
June. It's a June.
June.
It's June. So it'll be
Okay.
right before. Yeah. So they're gonna show it right beforehand.
So that's good.
Can't have if I don't got my notes on my date, man. They're just gone. They're just gone. So
This is the most interesting one. That man, he looks terrible, but I gotta give it to them. It still looks good.
So Capcom in their infinite wisdom decided, let's throw Ryu in the gang. This feels like it's straight from like the American version of Street Fighter, the actual cartoon. We're gonna have them, fight Power Rangers.
Where's the
So-
money coming for all these games? I definitely think this has to come
Well,
from the Power Rangers
I don't
side.
think no. First of all, I'm pretty sure the Street Fighter characters. These are guests. This is Power Rangers Legacy is the app.
Yeah.
It is a 3-on-3 fighting game, quote unquote fighter because you're just versing another player, but it's not actually true 3-on-3. You have 1 point character and then you have 2 assists. Depending on your point character, you get to have an assist to do something for you and then you come back in. There's like a card system for it. Also, notice how Cammy's not wearing her usual leotard, right?
Yes.
I wonder. But yeah, so you basically have, Capcom's fighting Street Fighter characters, well-known characters going up against the timeless Power Rangers. What is it? Zeta Rangers, right?
Yeah,
Super
Zeta
Sentai.
Rangers.
No, not Zentai.
Whoa,
That's
whoa.
something else. That's something else.
You were Sentai Rangers, but you were getting there.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just like tripping out that they got Gold Rangers. So it reaches. We're talking Mighty Morphin,
They're doing
Zeo,
everything.
Turbo, In Space, Samurai,
I believe they
Dinosaurs,
have every
Ninja.
single version, and then I don't know if they have the Japanese versions in there too, the Sentai Rangers.
I don't
But,
know. I don't know if that's even going to be like
Technically,
region
these
specific.
are Sentai Rangers.
Seeing the Gold Ranger just like double kick Akuma in the face is kind of. And to see Goldar versus
yeah.
Chun-Li, like
That doesn't make sense.
10-year-old me would not wouldn't
You'd be
believe this. I'd be like, that's fake.
I feel like you'd be
You're a
flipping
liar.
stuff. You'd be
I'm
like,
gonna beat your
"This
ass
can't
up
be
in
real."
recess.
I feel like you would really be like, this can't be real. Oh.
Oh my god, I'd be tripping.
But I mean,
So-
this is still really cool.
and you can tell these are also Street Fighter 5 specifics.
So-
You can tell the designs. Guys rocking his. Damn,
So-
he gave us the American.
There's some things I'm gonna link with this a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna seem a little cheeky because remember, Capcom. This is Capcom, kind of like fusing and giving them a chance to work with
It's collab.
whoever
Yeah.
made Power Rangers, right? This
Well. Oh my goodness, why am I blanking? Starts with an S.
Not
The
too
company
sure.
that owns it.
Oh,
Samba.
Samba
Sanban.
Brands.
But I thought they got bought out. That's the funny thing.
Now here's the thing. Keep this in mind. If this is real, there's some things that could be changing very
Sabin.
drastically
There we go. Sabin.
in the
Sorry.
future. Would we see Capcom
Oh
versus
no! Stop.
Capcom versus Power Rangers?
Oh my god.
Capcom versus Power Rangers. Not Street Fighter, Capcom.
Stop.
Would you buy that game?
Stop, man.
You
I
say
don't
stop,
know
but
because
you would-
Capcom Tatsunoko was pretty godlike.
What
I
if they-
enjoyed. Oh, excuse me, Tatsunoko versus
What
Capcom.
if they had Gold Ranger on the front cover just like next
I can have a mod for that. I can mod someone on DB Fighters
Nah,
to do
man.
that. We already showed it. We already
fight-
showed it. We already showed it. I don't need.
He's like,
I
"Oh,
don't
we
need.
already
We're,
got our
we're
Power
done.
Ranger fighting
We're
game."
done. I'm not having none of that. But yeah, Power Rangers X Street Fighter, the mobile app. You can check it. It's on iOS. You're gonna get it on the Amazon apps and on Android. But they're not all released. I know you. They're
you
gonna.
gotta probably-
They're gonna be released. I think Bison is like the last
I
one.
wonder if you have to buy them or just unlock them.
Probably
'Cause-
buy.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
gonna
be
say
good.
buy. So yeah, so Evil Japan. This is another. This is something fun. I got the chance to actually go and attend. It being its first year, a lot of pressure was on because you got to do well. Evo already being a staple name. Like you can't really differentiate Evo from the fighting game community. It's where our world championships are held out in Vegas. This is the first time it happened in international waters. They reported an approximate 124 million yen, which is about $1.13 million. Granted, they had like 7,000 entrants. Nobody paid anything.
Bro, we could have taken that money and made something big happen
They couldn't pay anything
because
of Japanese gambling laws at the time. Which the thing that sucked about it, they changed those right after that event. Like
Maybe
got changed after
maybe
the
it was
event.
a breakthrough for them.
It may be. So, because remember, Japan is now becoming very much more esports orientated. Like Capcom is doing their thing where they're trying. Basically, like companies out there are kind of like, well, we don't have really a go-to spot, not go-to spot, but a go-to company that's like the headquarters for esports out in Japan. It's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Only recently have we had things like foreign visas being allowed to just travel because it's your job now, right? So I think this was like a very what I want to say, calculated move on their part.
It wasn't
there's
that.
no way you were running an event,
Spend that
not
much.
paying entry, and expecting to profit.
They want the numbers.
But they got numbers. They got numbers in the right ways. They got numbers in viewership and people coming through, gauging the audience, how many people came out. They started seeing what their market is. They were basically getting Evo Japan, honestly, I think it was just a great big data collecting gig. That was the whole point, was just to kind of really feel the market out.
Do you think they did this because over here, obviously everything's a lot more open. We could do a lot more here.
Yeah.
But I feel like they looked at Korea and was like, well, Korea actually has a really strong backing with their whole gaming, and there's no law for stopping them for doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe
Korea's got their own StarCraft channel, man. It's kind of proven.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Japan is kind of of all the countries, not countries, but of all the. I don't want to say countries.
I would like to say progressive. They're kind of like a progressive country that has a lot already further than most people, that you would expect that not to be a issue. You know what I mean? Going forward, as competitive gamers, we have more trouble dealing with people looking at us differently here than over there.
They're just behind the curve. They are behind the curve
when it comes
more
to
than
esports. Yeah,
when it comes to esports, yes, definitely. They are behind the curve on that. So Evo, like I said, I think it's just a preliminary investment move for them to see how the market's looking, because they, in terms of sponsors, they did get sponsorships, but it was nowhere near enough to cover this cost. At one point, venue costs, your participants, people paying in, will help alleviate that. And if they were able to charge at the door, I'm pretty sure they would have been fine. But they were this just came out, and some people were kind of shocked, oh, Evo Japan, but it did so well. Evo Japan did as well as 2014 Japan did. For a first year, it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Right now, let me see. Yeah, 2014 was golden years too. So, it isn't a bad look. But then there were other factors. They said, them do it in the Akihabara UDX versus, because they were at two different venues.
Yeah.
So two different costs. The finals being at the Akihabara UDX. It was a smaller venue, but most likely because of just the estate where it was at, right in the middle of the city like that in Akihabara. Probably cost them an arm and a leg. So, they were gauging their options, and they learned from that. The other one was Sunshine Creation. Yeah, that was the other spot.
I'm more curious because now we have
shout out to Jump World, by the way. Awesome little thing to go to.
So now that we have some real numbers here, we got to imagine now going into this Evo for America, and the location that we're at compared to how Japan is. Are we spending that much here compared to over there to do Evo instead of setup wise? Are we spending more here? Are we making as many entrants? Are we getting as many viewers? Because I know we have ESPN, we have all that, but over in Japan, their structure when it comes to I guess you could say getting the viewers behind it seem a lot better than us. I think their structure would be a lot better considering they do have specific ways of airing and broadcasting stuff strictly on one channel. But do you think that we might be overspending for Evo?
Until we see the books, we will not know for sure. But I mean, here we're getting paid. They're getting paid here on the venue price and all. So it's two sides of the coin.
I guess we would just have to calculate based off of people, and then also what they're paying for when they go there. Obviously, we won't know what Evo's, Mr. Wizard and all of them are paying for, but we can get a good gauge between.
You can get close, yeah.
I mean, give us an idea. It was kind of interesting, though.
It was something maybe to check out next. This was a hot topic a couple years ago. What do tournament organizers make? Are they really Are they really on negatives? Are they dropping thousands of dollars for the community, or are they banking? And is it all right to know as a community? I forget who it was that said it. I think it was was it NorCal? That was who runs NorCal? It was Hell Pockets and John Choi.
Oh yeah.
They're the ones. I think John Choi showed his books. I don't know if it was taken both ways. It was why would you do that? And then also you then to really get to see the numbers.
We see it. But I think somebody has to do that eventually.
I don't know if it's gonna be Evo.
Nah.
Anyway, you know what? Apparently somebody had to patch Marvel Infinite. We got a patch. It's alive.
Guys,
oh my God! It's alive.
Now. All right, so
psych. This was a big ass letdown.
This is a kick to the crotch.
This is such a letdown.
So many people. It was a letdown? I felt like it was a kick to the crotch.
People on the subreddits were hype about this. I remember everyone was talking in all caps. You're not serious until you type in all caps, right? it ain't serious until that happens.
When you got Maximilian, not even sure what the hell is happening.
Yeah, and he's
asking
losing
other
his
people to find
mind. You
out?
know, like, yo, what is this? So a patch dropped for Marvel Infinite on all platforms: PlayStation, Steam, Xbox One. It did next to nothing. They said it was a system patch. That's it. Further investigating, come to find out, they removed DRM from the game, which is the digital rights management. Basically, it's to help against piracy. Coding, that is in the game, you can easily filter through it. You can reverse engineering, find out how it's all done, blah, blah, blah. This is supposed to help that so you don't get cracked games.
Sure.
Oh, torrent. Pirate Bay, MVCI, here we go. Yeah, so they just took that away. So they're no longer not to say that the company, like, it's an actual specific company, Denuvo is like a third-party company that does this. It's not like they're parting ways or anything. It's just like for this particular game, there's no reason to support it anymore. Thing that sucks about it is like not supporting that. Basically, it's like a big sign from Capcom saying like, whatever, like.
So I'll play the devil's advocate on this because I do like a little bit of this. I hate it deep down inside because I think it sucks because I don't know what they're doing. I don't have an answer for it. But if I was to speculate on a positive note about it, I would say, okay.
Somebody has to be positive here. Positive Stone, go.
They're removing it, okay? That means, yes, more modders are going to be able to go in. They're going to be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Shout outs to Marvel mods.
Now, are we going to get a Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite from the modder scene? Yes, probably we are.
Oh, that from the modder scene? Definitely.
That I'm positive we're going to see. I'm excited for that. Hopefully I'll get my request for Emma Frost, please, guys. But what this also does is maybe this is Capcom saying, okay, maybe we didn't pay for the DRM. We didn't, but Marvel did. So Marvel released it.
Oh, so you're saying it might not even be technically because there has been no official notice from any party, just stating the patch notes system. Something about the system we're fixing. That's about it. Like,
so all I can imagine is
you think it's a Marvel move?
Maybe
I didn't think about that.
I think more or less Marvel's saying we're pulling out even more, and Capcom's like, well, maybe we can take over. And I want to look at it that way, as in Capcom saying, well, how much can we do? If Marvel says, hey, you guys can have rights to do whatever you want with the game, it's on you to figure it out, but maybe don't put our characters in the game anymore. Okay, fine. I'll accept that. I would hope they don't. I would hope they say, okay, we'll give you a little bit more free reign. Because if that happens, we might see a little bit more flex. Maybe they don't give us as many of the X-Men characters that we want. Or maybe we don't get the X-Men characters. But if Capcom's allowed to dive into further aspects of the Marvel world, that they don't have to be specifically X-Men characters, cool, great. Now we got a brand new game, or we got a revamping of Infinite.
Or we get a game.
I don't think we're gonna get shit. But
No, I mean a game. Like it's
game.
actually playable. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining the party.
I'm just saying, man.
Interesting. I didn't take that into account that it could this is technically yes, Marvel versus Capcom. It's two companies we're dealing with.
Somebody did say
it's just like when something dumbfounded like this happens, it's instantly like Capcom.
we normally would, but I mean,
they don't have the greatest track record.
Somebody did say also these contracts for with the third-party companies do have a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, like I said, probably Marvel was backing most of it. It was like, cut it, figure something else out.
Okay, I dig it.
Maybe that money might go to something else.
Good perspective. Like I said, I didn't even think about it that way. But you know what I'm gonna think about? Folks Attack. Yes.
We gotta buy one of those gauntlets.
Who was it? Somebody selling those with is it Disneyland? Actually, yeah. Disneyland is selling because remember Disney owns Marvel.
Oh yeah.
They have Infinity Gauntlets that they also double as drinks. You can actually put a straw and you sip on it. So it's you can just have the booze. So every stone will be a different kind of booze,
I think
and you're
we need to do that. That might have to be an episode.
Maybe
We'll just go.
If anybody out there, Florida CEO scene,
send it to us.
I'll send you a PO box. Feel free to send it to us. We'll set it up here on stream.
That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be good. There you go. But yeah, for the Focus Attack. Focus Attack is our segment where we're looking at a particular topic, a question, kind of in the realms of the gray area that we kind of want to have your gears thinking about. Something within the scene, of course. This week's a pretty interesting one. So we've been covering Summit of Power and, the invitational tournament for Dragon Ball Fighters. We've got we've had our original, original 10 that were handpicked to come out in the pro scene, and then we had three actual, qualifying. Wednesday Night Fights was one.
NLBC.
Battle Circuit.
Yep.
NLBC, Next Level Battle Circuit. Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? As Battle Circuit was the other, Combo Breaker is the third.
Yes.
So that'll be next week. So we have right now 12, and then there was a whole voting process that's been going on since.
Which has 2 slots.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. So basically, the way it went is you vote for who you want actually to come in, and it all depends on, everything between contributions, the amount of votes, if you registered, if you subscribed, all kinds of different aspects for you to kind of build your ammo, right? To just let loose on whatever player you want. It's been going on for 3 weeks.
I think
a month.
Roughly
about a month, I believe, to vote for the final 5. So currently we have, as of today it finished.
Yes.
About 2 hours ago, the last 2 of the list were picked, and the bottom 2 get eliminated. That's kind of the process they went with. So of the ones that we know that are in, Echo Fox's The Kill Sage is one. Oh my God, I just saw the last 2. Lord Knight being the other, so rep in New Jersey. What up? Cloud 805 being the third. Just finding out that Yohosi.
Yep.
CLN. Who's CLN?
I'm not sure what the team CLN stands for.
Gotta double check on that. And then Moke was the other one. Like those 2 were like were kind of head to head for a while. It didn't really matter because, like I said, it was the top 2, bottom 2. It was like Super Noon. And who was the last
a lot of the players you expected to get the votes actually got knocked out because
Super Noon, and I think
energy
SQ was
like
the other. Yes. Shout outs to Rogue Roshi, who's literally over there practicing his Napa Spark combos on a hitbox. Hitbox is now like the thing. He's like the third person I've seen that has it.
I don't know how much you found out, but I found out some stuff.
About this?
About
the hitbox?
No, about Rogue Roshi.
Oh, no, we'll talk later about that. We'll talk offline on that.
Yeah.
That's his business. We're not going to air it out here.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But unless he wants us to. But anyway, so today, we just finished. So Yohosi, so we get some Go Tanks Tech and Moke, of course, coming out. I'm happy with this because it's like cool. Like, we were pushing it like, yes, support the player. Vote. What is it?
So real quick, it's Coalition Gaming. That's what.
Coalition Gaming. Okay,
Yeah,
it sounded familiar. I wasn't sure. So Coalition Gaming. Is Yohosi's sponsor. But, like I was stating before, voting for your player who you want to see in this exhibition, great. Oh, do you have to pay a little bit to get some extra votes? Sure, but it's the support. These guys are getting flown out. They're getting flown out. They're getting, put up in a house. That's expensive, man. You're literally just adding, like, basically 2 families or so to your place, and you're going to support them and keep them having a place to eat, sleep, game, all that stuff. We're not talking electrical bill. We're not even looking at utilities at this point. But so you got different reward. Oh wow, we got 24K showing up, 49,342 in total shop purchases and donations. So this is how much is going to the prize pool. So 25K. So
that's half of it, I guess.
Yeah. So like I said, there's different incentives. You could buy different things, all that good stuff. I wonder if anyone decided to buy that $750 hoodie. Oh my God! 2 people want to attend.
What?
$1,500.
What are y'all doing?
Okay.
So to back it up, okay, fine. If you're backing it, fine.
So, okay, you're backing it. Whatever. A certain amount of it, 25% is going to the prize pool. Cool. You're supporting your players, supporting the scene. Literally, this is before even what we're about to talk about. The ethics of this is what's been the big hot topic, because we're talking. This is money. Right, money is really what can get somebody in here.
Yeah.
And recently, let me see if we can pull this up. If we can switch real quick on camera angles. I know our producer's on point, guys. I just want to give him a heads up. That's all. I have to get to this other video. So what we have is Cloud 805, who normally streams a lot.
Yep.
He kind of showed live the last minute or so of the voting. Because he was in the running. He was currently at 6,923 votes. So he had first place. Locked.
Oh.
Yohois was about,
Yeah,
like 1,990 votes, almost 2K votes behind, right?
Good
The
luck
Kill
getting that.
Sage was about 2,500, little 24 and some change, but let's just round it up, 2,500. And you can see this has been clipped online from his actual stream. Like within the last 30 seconds, the standings changed just miraculously.
Like
We're talking. Let me see.
that's not even a little.
How
That's not
many?
a
He
little.
went from what was it again? 4,100 to 8,900. That means about 80. What is it? What is it? 4,800 people or votes. Just drop.
As
Like Cloud says in there. Spirit bomb.
He said he said, "Wow, Echo Fox came through with the real spirit bomb."
Exactly. So basically, what I'm hearing is that Echo Fox. We don't know directly. All right, look, we don't know directly how involved Echo Fox was, but if I want to be real here, Sonic Fox already has a spot in there, and they're known to play together. They're team members, all that stuff. Word around the block. Oh, and there's also his tweet. He had like a little tweet that went out there that showed that he was making sure his boy got a way in.
So it probably was.
So he probably dropped a couple $1,000s to buy the Kill Sage a spot into Summit. I mean, can
It's
you
fair.
knock it? It is the system. It is about money. Is them greenbacks is what made it happen.
It's fair.
Is it unethical? Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It really is, because it wasn't the people that voted. It was money, and it
Yeah.
was a team member, supposedly, that did it, or even the company. We don't know yet. So, it kind of drew up a whole lot of drama, like,
Was it
this is the
legit?
norm. Because remember, Summit was a Smash specific.
And that's usually
scene.
highly voted. That there's
Exactly.
no.
Well, as far as we know.
Well,
as
yeah.
far as we know.
I mean, but there's dozens of Smash.
And
players,
apparently,
so.
Leffen was even
Pissed.
warning people. They were like, wait till either I think he said anime guys. It's like one of his tweets. Wait till anime guys or the anime scene sees how the Summit voting is gonna work. That's literally all he said.
So
he
he
literally put it
already
out there.
knew.
He knew
what's
something
up.
scummy was gonna happen, and it's just the name of the game. Like you can't like hate the player. Like he had the money and he wanted his boy in, and he bought his way in.
Well, I like to look at it this way too.
But he's not the only one, though. Because cats around here, I was already hearing about, like, oh, wait till the last 30 seconds. This was
yeah.
before this came up, and I was like, what do you mean? It's like, you think so-and-so's got first? Nah. This dude at least has triple what he got right
I'll
now.
put it this way, and I'll kind of quote somebody a little bit. They said, Coach Steve said, the most exciting drama right now or show is Summit of Power voting. This is the most
is.
exciting show. And I got to say this. Yeah, I know E-League's been going on, guys, but guess what? This is actually 10 times more exciting than E-League.
This has more drama than that E-League shit.
But here's the thing. I got to say it from this standpoint. Whether or not Echo Fox actually put the money down for the Kill Sage or whether it was Sonic Fox, this looks good for Echo Fox no matter what. Because
Yeah.
on top of that,
They win.
exactly.
It's a win-win situation for them. Sonic goes in, gets bodied by Go 1, gets second place, or the Kill Sage makes an upset. Echo
Sonic-
Fox is in the name, and it's there.
Exactly, because Sonic wants the shot at Goichi again.
Yes.
But the Kill Sage hasn't had his shot and now is looking to get his shot at it. And he's even said it on
And
Twitter.
plus, there was already collusion and shit about this stuff before when it came between the two of them. Battle Circuit got Kill Sage beating Fox for either points or for something. And then the next day mopping him.
Come on, man.
Come on,
look,
man.
I don't.
But guess what?
We-
I tell this to people and to some of the players, and the first thing I hear is like, "Yo, man, it's money."
It is. That's really what it is. I mean, look,
Like,
okay,
are we that bad? Are we that broke and that so far in the esports kiddie pool that we gotta resort to this?
Let's go back. Let's go backwards because I like to do this. This is important to me. Is I always hate colluding. Colluding is stupid in my opinion,
I hate that term.
and I think it needs to just be completely eliminated. Now, look, I've talked with other people about it, like Jaxel and some others that have dealt with it for years. They say, look, locals, whatever, collude all you want. I don't care. Like, if you want to do that, the only way you should do it is split. Play your match out.
Yeah.
Whoever wins,
yeah.
wins, whatever. If you're part of the same team, cool, whatever. Split. If you want to give him your money and you want to take his portion, fine, whatever. Do it after. But
Yeah.
in a big tournament setting, and we've seen it happen to Justin where he's gotten banned, banned for a while for doing that from like 2 tournaments. I think that needs to come back around, and it needs to apply to bigger events. If you have 30-plus people, maybe that should be implemented. Just saying.
It's all about this, bro.
It really is.
It's
I don't have a problem with
green,
it
and it rules everything around me.
They said they want grassroots. They're going to keep it, so that's how I look
yeah.
at it.
Grassroots. They just want that grass, bro. That green. That's what they want.
They're following that. That's
so
for
what do
sure.
you guys think? What do you guys think of the whole situation? Like people like, so the reason I asked this is because as soon as this kind of like hit the fan and everyone started noticing, or the video from Clouds got tweeted out, you know, some people are like, oh, I'm not supporting Summit of Power. Sorry, not Summit, to get it confused with anybody else, but Summit of Power or that crew. Some people don't give a shit. They're like, I want good matches. Who gives a shit? It's all about getting a good show for us because I want to watch it. I'm like, a part of me like I get both sides. Like I get it. Like sure, fuck it. Like are these all great talented pros that are going? Yes. Potential underdogs that could do great? Yes.
But was it fair?
But was it really that fair? Because, you know, in my eyes, like Rogue Yoshi, perfect example. I would have loved to see him play. Not because he's local or from here and because I know him. No, Al's a great guy and everything. His Napa play's disgusting. I would love some variety. Get him out there. He's a tech monster. He would have brought hype. But because he didn't have the couple G's to throw in, now he's not allowed a spot.
I think I see that's
like,
the
see
thing.
What I mean? Like, come on.
I just don't see how it is. Look, I hate to say it. The truth is, it is what it is at this point.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it don't matter.
But at the end of the day,
I'm just ranting at this point.
The system could be tweaked a little bit. If you want it to be fair, don't do the money thing. But I understand the money thing is probably also a portion of what's going to the tournament.
It's going to the tournament. It's also like, you know, they don't want to be an EVO $1.13 million loss, right? You know, you still want to – they're still an organizer at the end of the day. They want to, like, break even or make a profit.
It sucks, but
it is what it is.
Exactly. I mean, we'll have our opinion, and I think our opinion does affect you guys, but nonetheless, we still want your own personal opinion.
Yes. I want to hear what you guys think about it. Are you supporting it? Do you care? Do you not? Do you think the rules should be changed? We want to hear from you guys. Feel free to tweet us out or hit us on comments when we actually release the following episode. But with that, though, we're going to end it with mod highlights, and this is a long-awaited mod. Oh, man, with the queue up on point.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
That is so sick.
So I got to go on to Fighters mods. I was digging. I have another one on deck, but this one, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes. So
Finally.
shout-outs to Kiriko78, who – this wasn't the original one.
No.
Because we already did a mod. There was already a mod similar to this for Vegeta, which was the manga print. Like, just skin.
I kind of do like that
Something
one.
Something that ArcSys should just do. ArcSys should just pack this. I'll be like, you know what? That's a great idea. I want to support. Let's just do it. But this is the entire cast. So the entire cast has now been outfitted with the manga skins. So basically the whites, the grays, the blacks, the unique, you know, way up they do shadows and stuff, like if you ever read the books.
Just real quick, thank you so much for not just using grayscaling only. And
like
shadowing, like, and you can
like
see
in Dragon Ball Z,
toning.
like well, I guess blue's different because this has to be blue.
Yeah.
But if you're Super Saiyan, your hair's white. Like there is no. If it was grayscale, this would be gray actually. So wow, Beerus feels of the way he's colored. He's just all kinds of gray. But yeah, this is a great. It's the manga pack. You can find it on Fighters mods. It just looks disgusting. It was long awaited. I'm stoked that someone actually did it. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the original user that actually posted the
original
one.
one's an actual,
but it was still good.
Script. It looks like manga actual script.
Yeah, this one still, like, the fact that my man went through everybody to do it, like, look at that. It just looks insanely good.
You know what would have been dope?
The shadowing looks dope.
If he did the manga style maps.
Oh,
as well.
the maps as well. So it will probably happen.
I'm waiting for the dust pickup to be
manga style. If they do that, they might as well just call this like Mad World Z. Does anyone remember Mad World? Yo, that was godlike.
That was a good game.
But yeah, sick. It did it to all the DLC characters included so far, and I'm pretty sure there will be some new ones added as soon as we get like Vegito and Fuse Zamasu as well. Broly just looking large and in charge, and Gohan looking just tiny.
Now, guys, do keep in mind this is for the PC only.
Yes.
Now, if it is not a full texture mod and it's just a recoloring, then you can use this online. But if it's a texture mod, you cannot. I do not suggest using this online, as they're still working out getting past the actual
And
pretty much
there was an
tracking
update
system.
recently too that kind of screwed things up for the mods. I think for like a
Yeah.
day, like people were freaking out on the Discords.
Well,
They
I
were
mean,
just like,
they gotta
my
remember-
mods don't work no more. Holy crap! And then they were just like, dude, just do this and use this mod.
I mean, people, guys, you got to remember, they got to re-update their mods
Yeah,
for
it
it to
happens.
work. So
Yeah.
give them at least a day or two. Damn,
Yeah,
a week.
it's pretty standard
So-
procedure. But besides that, actually, one more mod I wanted to talk about. Unfortunately, I don't have an actual like picture of it because unfortunately it was like I was doing my deep diving into Discord, and it isn't a full release yet. So if I can remember my man's name as soon as I can change the camera real quick. Thank you. Nemix. No, or yeah, I guess we can call it Nemix because it's a remix but with an N. Nemix, shout outs to you, man. I know I'm not showing your mod yet
Oh, so
because I've only seen it on the Discord. It was on I think either the Fighters Mod Discord or another Discord. I've got like a million of them, but he's been posting works for a specific mod, and as soon as you get it done in an actual official release, we'll post it out here. But like I've seen what you've been doing, man, and it's just like, ugh, like yes, like you didn't know you needed this until you see
I'm
it.
mad
Right?
he told me, and
I told you, and it's so sick, right? It's so sick. It's so sick. But as soon as he gets that release, we'll be posting that here. But right now, that will be it for us on the mods. And actually, that's going to end us here in general. So thanks a lot for hanging, guys. Appreciate you guys being here for another episode of Double Tap. Yeah, there you go. You can check us out, of course, on our social media and on DoubleTap FGC. That's for this one. Meza, where can they find you at?
Obviously, guys, you can find me on Daimyo Meza. Do keep in mind, though, I'm going to be going over a name change within the next week. So by the next podcast, you guys will see my new Twitter tag and everything. Everything's just getting revamped. So just be prepared for that. But for now, it is Daimyo Meza, YouTube, Twitter, and also on Twitch.
And you can check us out as well on our different platforms like iTunes, Google Play Music, what is it? Oh my God,
Stitcher.
what is Stitcher, Player.fm, Podbean, Apple Music for iOS, and of course RSS feeds. If you can't get to any of those, you can find it on the masterthosbuttons.com website, and as well as you can follow us at masterthosbuttons.com on. Well, that's our site, at MTB site. There we go. At MTB site on Twitter. Of course, at DoubleTap FGC for this show. At Nerd Street Gamers. That is N3RDST Gamers. They're the guys that, provide us with the venue, the setups, the production. They just support the scene as much as possible. They have our weekly Wednesday setup, Wednesday meetups here that they host right here on Local Host Arena in Philadelphia. So if you're in the area, tri-state area, take a quick train ride over. Come here, level up, have some fun. And, of course, Go for Broke is this weekend. It's going to be on Sunday. So if you want to come out, test that. We're also going to have BB Tag. Yeah. So this will be, I think, maybe the first tournament for BB Tag. Will be hosted here. So make sure to stay tuned on Twitch here on this page because we'll be streaming it here live on Sunday. Of course, you can also check us out on I feel like I'm blanking so hard tonight. Comments. mastersbuttons.com. You can also leave us a comment there or on the Twitter page here. That's the best way you guys can contact us. As soon as you tag us in it, whether it be me or Meza, it kind of starts getting through the circulation, and we get to hear about it as soon as possible. Feedback, of course, is also greatly appreciated. What we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. If you like the
new layout,
hold on, let me get my arm right. Yeah, the new layout is looking kind of slick. We're slowly improving. Like I said, we've been taking your feedback already. We have a lot of things on the pipeline. Just be a little bit patient with us on trying to, get it all squared away to make sure we're not doing it half-assed. No half measures here, man.
No, not
we like to know the matchup. I say that as we had technical issues in the beginning of this, but, it happens. But besides that, thanks a lot for you guys listening, hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys next round. Peace.